It is December the 31st, New Year's Eve, the final day of 2018. So today I want to take a look back at not only some of the top moments from the NHL from the past 12 months, but I also want to take a look at some of the top moments and what we've accomplished here on this channel. We'll discuss all that coming up next. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video here at Top Shelf Hockey. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. We review and discuss all 31 NHL teams, so if you're a huge hockey fan, consider subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss anything. So as I mentioned off the top, today is December the 31st, is New Year's Eve. 2019 will be upon us here in just a matter of a few hours. But before we get to 2019, I kind of want to do a recap here of 2018. Not only do I want to take a look at some of the top moments in the NHL the past 12 months, but I really want to take a look at what we've been able to accomplish on Top Shelf Hockey as a YouTube channel in the past 12 months. It's really quite amazing when you take a look at where things were a year ago and where we are today and how far things have come, all the upgrades and etc. So it's kind of want to do a quick recap here, and of course thank you for your support along the way. I mean, if you take a look back to January the 1st, 2018, we were probably just a little bit shy of around 200 subscribers. The channel was pretty new. It had only been around for a few months. At that point, I pretty well had started uploading daily back around October, November. The channel was still pretty new, still kind of growing, still working out a lot of the kinks. And now when I look back at some of the early content, I do find it a little bit cringeworthy. If you take a look at all the upgrades we've made, I do think that the quality of the content has dramatically improved a lot over the past 12 months. One of the main reasons for that, not only was I learning a lot here as we went along, but I was able to make a lot of upgrades along the way as well. Early on, I was able to upgrade the camera. Over time, I was able to get a microphone, and we later upgraded that microphone again, so we're on the second, upgraded microphone throughout this year. Recently, over Christmas, we were able to add some studio lighting to kind of take things up another notch again. So we've been able to make a lot of upgrades that way as well, which I do think has gone a long way to really improving the overall content. Of course, as I record this here, we're just a few subscribers shy of hitting the 4,000 mark. So to go all the way from 200 or a little shy of, all the way to 4,000 in one calendar year, it's absolutely amazing. And I can't thank you guys all enough for all your support, watching the videos, subscribing, sharing the content. It's really helped a tremendous amount. One of the other big things I'm super proud of accomplishing this year is the amount of collaborations we were able to do in this channel. I mean, I also appeared in some other channels as well. I made a lot of great contacts. A lot of people now I consider to be my friends through the YouTube hockey communities. All kinds of great people. Many of these people you've seen appear on videos on this channel. So just to thank them for their support, I just want to do a quick recap here of the different channels I've collaborated with and give them a quick shout out here for their support and friendship throughout the whole year. Of course, we got the guys that cover the Canucks, including Clay Emo. You got Gio, who's Lego Rocks 99, Brett Marchand on defense. You've got your Leaf YouTubers like Andy Pillock, the Sports Girl, as well as producer guy Phil. You've got Ryan Mac Hockey, who covers the Chicago Blackhawks. You got Andy LaHoo, who's a big Blackhawks fan, but his channel is called NHL Draft Central, where he focuses a lot on the NHL prospects, does a terrific job at that. You've got Audie James, who's covering the Calgary Flames, does a lot of memorabilia stuff as well. You've got my buddy Louie over at Vegas Golden Knights coverage, one of the more entertaining guys on YouTube for sure. He does a great job covering the Vegas Golden Knights. Of course, you got Owen Nyquist as well. He's been on a few times doing the Red Wings videos with me. Of course, there's also BNG Hockey, who covers the Boston Bruins. You got Gravity, who's really, his channel's really grown a lot here in the past 6 months as well. Started off as a Dallas Stars fan reaction type of channel, but he's really grown into covering all teams. And his channel has really taken off as of late as well, so certainly props to him for all the growth he's seen in recent months. Of course, there's my buddy Nick at Twisted Wrister Hockey, who is a big San Jose Sharks fan, who's been on to do some Sharks videos with me. Also one of our Patreon supporters. Of course, I want to thank Nick for all his support this year. You've also got Justin from Yinzer on Hockey as well, who's come on and helped me do a Penguins video. And of course, I wanted to mention as well Justin from Hands Down Hockey. Now, I haven't had Justin on the channel here as of yet, but I've appeared on his channel, and we certainly need to get together soon to do a collaboration. I'm not sure if some of you know, but Justin from Hands Down Hockey and I both live in the same city, so we really need to work on getting a collaboration in the works here for sure. In the year 2018, I also started writing prospect articles for NHLProspectReport.com. If you haven't checked that out, certainly it's linked down below in the description of every video, and I do try to post it on Twitter as well when I do have new articles out. I haven't been writing as many articles as I would have liked as of more recently here, because I've been quite busy with the channel amongst other things, so I do need to get back into producing more content for them in 2019. But again, if you weren't aware of that, I highly recommend you check out the site. All kinds of great information on NHL prospects. And of course, like I said, it's linked in this video as well as every other one in case you don't have time to check it out right now. So to all these channels that I've collaborated with and like I said, gotten to know and become friends with, I certainly want to thank you for your support. Wish you a happy new year. To all of you viewers and subscribers, I couldn't have done all of this without you, except we're approaching 4,000 subscribers. The growth of this channel is completely unreal. I'm super ecstatic with where things are at, and I can't thank you enough for all your support. And I'm super excited for 2019 to come around and see just how far we can grow this channel over the course of the next 12 months. Of course, let's take a look back now at the NHL's top moments that we've seen. It was quite a year, really, if you take a look at all the things that have taken place during the NHL this year. There's a lot of big things that happened. I mean, obviously we saw the Vegas Golden Knights go all the way to the Stanley Cup final in their inaugural season. Clearly, they're one of the best expansion franchises, not only in hockey, but in all of sports. What they accomplished in their first year, going all the way to the finals and coming so close to winning the championship, was absolutely unreal. Which, of course, leads me to the next big moment, was seeing Alex Ovechkin finally hoist Lord Stanley's Cup over his head. I mean, his reaction to winning the Stanley Cup and to seeing the antics and how much fun the Capitals had with that Stanley Cup this summer was really fun to watch. I mean, really, I know Ovechkin's reputation over the years has not been the greatest. A lot of people never thought he would get to that point, that he was kind of a one-trick pony that, was really only interested in scoring goals and accomplishing personal things, not necessarily the team game. But winning the Stanley Cup is certainly going to, change a lot of that. Of course, who can't forget this summer on July the 1st, one of the biggest free agent signings in really in a long, long time. John Tavares leaves the New York Islanders and signs with the Toronto Maple Leafs. No offense, Leafs fans, but I've heard too many times this year, Tavares is a Leaf. Yes, we know. We all know. He's doing awesome with the Leafs this year. Of course, they're on pace for another fantastic season. They're obviously going to be making a pretty good playoff run, and we'll see what they can accomplish to hopefully end their Stanley Cup drought. But we are well aware that John Tavares is a Leaf, and heading into 2019, I do respectfully ask you that I don't hear that anymore, please. We're all well aware. Of course, we've seen Seattle recently announced as this 32nd franchise to be entering the NHL, so we're going to be seeing some more NHL expansion. There's a lot of talk and speculation throughout the year, and of course, we recently in the last month seen confirmation of that. We're going to be getting Team 32 in the city of Seattle. And of course, you can't forget about Gritty, the new Philadelphia Flyers mascot. When this was first launched, I mean, I really wasn't sure what to think. I thought it was a little bit creepy, kind of spooky, but over time, he's one of those characters that just kind of wears on you, and you can't help but like the guy. I mean, he's quite the colorful character, been having lots of fun, making all kinds of appearances all over the place, and certainly taking the NHL by storm. And, as much as just a mascot, but Gritty was certainly one of the bigger stories in 2018. Of course, early in the year, we saw the Olympics without the NHL, and really the Olympics without the NHL, well, to be honest, it kind of sucked. It really wasn't all that interesting. I mean, the hockey was still kind of fun to watch because I love the sport, and really, to me, I can enjoy watching just about any kind of hockey, but it really was not the same at all, and I really hope we can get the NHL back to participating in the next Olympics. I know it's going to be a big bone of contention in the following CBA negotiations, so we'll hopefully get that back on track so we can start enjoying Olympic hockey here again next time around. Back on November the 11th, we saw the epic game from Patrik Laine, scoring 5 goals in one game on 5 shots. Certainly something that's rarely ever accomplished in this league. It's not that often to even see a 5-goal game, let alone a 5-goal game on 5 shots. Of course, Laine's been a very streaky scorer in his time here. The youngster's on pace to get a pretty mega contract this coming summer, one of the bigger RFA names out on the market. And he's on pace for another big season, going to be in contention for the Rocket Richard Trophy here yet again. But that was certainly one epic night for him back on November the 11th. Of course, we had the big suspension from Tom Wilson, the repeat offenses of illegal hits to the head, which resulted in a mega suspension, which was later reduced. Tom Wilson's certainly been in the storylines and in the headlines a lot in the NHL this past year. Like I said, mostly for the wrong reasons, but hopefully he can get his act together and play within the guidelines and kind of eliminate and work on getting a better reputation for himself here in 2019. I certainly hope that's part of his New Year's resolution, is to stop doing illegal checks to the head. Of course, we can't forget as well, we saw some pretty big mega NHL trades this year, including a couple Canadian teams shipping out their captains, including the Senators trading Erik Karlsson, the Montreal Canadiens traded Max Pacioretty. That was not very far apart, just as training camps were getting ready to open up here and get underway. Both of those captains in those Canadian cities were kind of amidst a lot of speculation for a long period of time. It was becoming a major distraction to both franchises, and they both found themselves in new homes by the time the seasons got underway. Of course, Pacioretty going to Vegas and Karlsson going to the San Jose Sharks. Now, last but not least, of course, Brad Marchand. I hope one of his New Year's resolutions is to stop licking people. So far, he's been good for quite a while, but of course, earlier this year in 2018, we saw Brad Marchand get in the habit of licking people to kind of try to get under their skin and drive them crazy. Certainly one of the more grosser things we've seen this year. So again, for Brad Marchand, I hope he can remain in 2019 lick-free and continue to not lick people, because that was one of the grosser things we've seen in the NHL in a long time. As we wrap up this 2018 year in review, we've had all kinds of great NHL moments that have been incredibly fun to watch when the greatest sport on earth. We've accomplished a lot of things here in Top Shelf Hockey, and again, I just want to thank you all for your support to an awesome 2018. I couldn't have done it with all you great subscribers and viewers out there. We had over 700,000 views so far during this year, and we're only looking for bigger and better things here in 2019. If you're new to the channel, this is your first time watching Top Shelf Hockey, I hope you consider subscribing. We cover all 31 NHL teams as well as all the international tournaments. So if you're new, hit that subscribe button. And if you're looking forward to 2019, hit that like button. I will catch you next year.